Hey, shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Give us one second. This would be a live sit down right before camp. All right, I'm gonna flip the camera around. All right. Hey, shalom.
Shalom.
Brother Zakar.
It's your brother Amoth.
All right, coming back. All right, for another video. We're gonna give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Honors be to the elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, you hopeful elect that push your truth with all truth and sincerity, risking lies and freedom on the highways and hedges. Shalom to sincere believers. Shalom to sincere Akwat as well. Shalom, Brakatham, and as always, Abad Babal.
Shalom.
So shalom. Okay, so about to get straight to it. All right, there have been a few things that have been, happening. I'm not gonna touch more. Brothers been doing their thing, but I'm not gonna go too heavy into it. But on the title of this live sit down, it says just show a pattern of good works. Because that's what it's about, man. Just showing a pattern of good works unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. All right, once you come to the truth, you don't try to seek out, as it says in the book of Luke, chapter 14. Matter of fact, you can grab it for me real quick.
Luke in chapter.
Yeah, Luke chapter 14. Because we're not seeking out to be more exalted than what we should be. All right. In due time, the Most High will put you in whatever position He wants you to be in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's really about, man. So Luke 14, it should be where it says, "Don't seek out at the high place."
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's one in Luke 14 as well. Let me see. I'm gonna grab it. It just came to mind. So let me see if I can find it. Bear with me one second. Don't see. Okay. Let me see. Yep, it's the book of Luke chapter 14. Try verse 7. Yep, Luke 14.
It's the book of Luke chapter 14 verse 7, and it reads, "And he put forth a parable to those which were bidden, when he marked how they chose out the chief room, saying unto them, When thou art bidden of any man to a wedding, sit not down in the highest room, lest more honorable men than you be hidden of him."
Right. So you don't go seeking out to be some type of high exalted position, right? You're supposed to come, doing the truth. We supposed to come doing this work as a servant. All right, which goes into what minister. So being a minister, which goes into what being a servant. All right, just hit the highways and the hedges, man. Continue to push, and once again show a pattern of good works. You got it.
It's a precept, the book of Sirach, chapter 7, verse 4. Seek not of Ha'adawan preeminence, neither the king seat of honor. I'm gonna go to the next precept as well, so like it.
You good?
Justify not thyself before Ha'adawan, and boast not of thy wisdom before the king. Just go into the fact. Don't try to put yourself in this king, the seat of honor like you're a king, and don't boast your wisdom. One, because whatever you have can be taken away, because it's all through the Lord that gave it to you.
Right.
And one, you can't put yourself in the seat of preeminence, because we really are nobody. Our righteousness is filthy rags, and we aren't the people that can take away sin from somebody. So we shouldn't put ourselves in that seat.
That's beautiful. Real quick, go to the book of Psalms 143. You see the verse 2 or verse 3. Matter of fact, you start verse 1. Just read on down, because it's going to lay back right off what you said.
It's the book of Psalm 143, verse 1, and to read, a psalm of David. Hear my prayer, O Adonai Yahweh. Give ear to my supplications, and thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified.
All right, so shall no man be living be justified. Because the brother just said, our righteousness is that filthy rags. So because all men have sinned. All right, that scripture says all men have come short of the law. Every last one of us. Even our King David. He committed adultery. That's a an offense that's worthy of death. We're all saying this. You got it.
Even though Yahushua, when he was King
Yeah.
Solomon, he was going off as well.
He was going off as well as Adam, you know, all of that, man.
God.
So, you know, so the point is, you know, all of us is worthy of death. So we should never try to, you know, seek, you know, to be exalted. You go back to the book of Luke 14, you know. All right. Because, you know, once again, it's ultimately about showing just a pattern of good works, man. All right. And when people say the doctrine, you know, doctrine goes into what? Ultimately, you know, just the precepts. Psalm 119 and 104. Through our precepts, I get understanding. You got it.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 9, and it reads, "And he that bade thee and him come and say to thee, give this man place, and thou begin with shame to take the lowest room. But when thou art bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room, that when he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher, then shalt thou worship in the presence of them that sit in the meat with thee."
Right, because ultimately when you have this wisdom and knowledge, it's gonna exalt you in due time. Or, you know, once again, matter of fact, I'm just read it here. The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse 10. For her sake I shall have estimation among the multitude, and honor with the elders, though I be young. Why? By having this wisdom and natural understanding, right? I shall be found of a quick conceit and judgment, and shall be admired in the sight of great men, right? Ultimately, by what? By having this wisdom and natural understanding. Hey, shalom to the brother Mashak. Hey, shalom. Okay, so, you know, so that's what is going to exalt you in due time. Okay, so, you know, we're not trying to seek out some type of, you know, fame or glory, because ultimately that's all going to come in due time. In the book of Zephaniah 3, 18 and 19, man. You know, there's a little bit more than that. Well, read verse 10 again, read verse 10 again.
The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 10, it reads,
But
he that are bidden, go and sit down in the lowest room. When he that bade thee cometh, he may say unto thee, friend, go up higher.
Right.
Then shalt thou have worship in the presence of them that sit at meat with them.
Right. Even in perfect example is even with Yahweh Shai. He'll do a great miracle, and then he'll go, you know, matter of fact, you can grab it for me too, where Yahweh Shai, I think he'll go to the wilderness, like where they try to make him king right there, but he would say, what? Now is not the time. You know? All right? Because Yahweh Shai, he said, what? Now is not the time. Okay? Because at that time he came to do what? He came to be you know, to be what? A servant, man. All right? He came to do the will of Yahweh. It should be let me see if I can find it. Matter of fact, if one of you brothers can grab for me, where Yahweh Shai, he would do a miracle, and he'll go into the wilderness. Okay, there's a couple. Matter of fact, one of y'all can grab that for me, real swift. Baba Shah. Let me see if I can find it. Make him a. All right, it's a few that come to mind, but I'm trying to see. All right, but in the meantime, grab the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Matter of fact, go to the book of John 6. Yeah, there's one. John 6, and start at verse 14.
The book of John, chapter 6, verse 14, and it reads, Then those men, when they had seen the miracle that Yahweh Shai did, said, This is a truth, that prophet that should come into the world.
Right, because they seen what a miracle that Yahweh Shai had done. Okay. All right, go ahead.
God, Yahweh Shai therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force and then make him a king. He departed again into the mountain himself alone.
Right, because it wasn't because at that time it was not it wasn't time for him to be, you know, all the way exalted. All right, he had a job to do, and that job then was to what? To be the sacrificial lamb. All right, you got it.
God,
and read that one more time. You know, from the top we just read.
God, this is the book of John, chapter 6, verse 14, and it reads, And those men, when they had seen the miracle that Yahweh Shai did, said, This is a truth, that the prophet that should come into the world. When Yahweh Shai therefore perceived that they would come and take him by force and make him a king, he departed again into the mountain himself alone. Right,
you know, and as we grab the parable, you know, as we're just reading the book of Luke chapter 14, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you know, it says, Yahweh Shai said in the parable, don't seek out a table, you know, to be more exalted. All right, because everything has a time. You'll be exalted in due time. All
Con,
right.
con.
Yep.
This is the book of John, chapter 6, verse 16, and it reads, "And when even was now come, his disciples went down into the sea and entered into a ship and went over sea toward Capernaum. And it was now dark, and Yahushua was not come to them.
Mm-hmm.
And the sea arose by reason of a great wind that blew. So when they had rowed about 5 and 20 or 30 furlongs, they see Yahushua walking on the sea and drawing nigh unto the ship, because they were afraid."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much the point. But the point was that, all right, that everything is on in due time. Grab the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3.
Con.
Bob Shaw. Hey, shalom to big bro, Ariel.
Shalom,
Hey,
shalom.
shalom to brother, Angel Padilla Kabak, Shana, shalom, Malakim,
Shalom.
shalom. All right.
Would you like me to start at?
Let's start at verse 1.
God, this is book Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, and it reads, "To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill, and a time to heal, a time to break down, and a time to build up."
Right. And a time to what? And a time to build up. All right. And that time is coming very, very near. All right. So everything has a a time for it, man. Okay. But once again, in the meantime, we'll continue to do what? Just show a pattern of good works.
Huh.
Now go to that book of Titus, chapter 2, and verse 7.
Come, this is the book of Titus, chapter 2, verse 7, and it reads, "And all things shew thyself a pattern of good works, and doctrine shewing uncorruptness, gravity, sincerity. Sound speech that cannot be condemned, that he that is of the contrary part may be ashamed, having no evil thing to say of you."
To have no evil thing to say of you. So when you're showing a pattern of good works, all right, and when you're teaching according to the precepts, right? Because people always say the doctrine, but the doctrine just goes into what teaching according to the precepts. The book of Isaiah, chapter 28, in verse 9 and 10, man. All right, line upon line, here a little, there a little. Okay. Matter of fact, go to the book of Isaiah 28, verse 9 and 10. Okay, so that's the point. All right.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9, and it reads, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little,
Yep.
Here a little, and there a little.
Here a little and there a little, man. All right. Matter of fact, real quick, because even when just to say this real swift, even when someone comes to camp, and they may have a little knowledge of, the Hebrew Israelites, and typically they'll say, "I know about IUIC," and they come saying JC, we shut that down immediately. All right. And we tell them the names, straight off the rip. Okay. Why? Because we're showing a pattern of good works, man. That's a pattern of good works. First and foremost, teach you the names and then go from there. All right. I just want to make that quick point.
Continue reading Isaiah, or
did you read verse 10?
Yes, I did.
Okay, yeah. Read one more time, Bakusha.
Start at 9.
Yeah, you read from verse 9 again.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 28, verse 9, and it reads, "Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Yep.
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line. Here a little, and there a little."
Beautiful. Grab the book of Psalms 119. Start at verse 1, and we're gonna jump around in that book. It's a lot of meat in Psalm 119. Yeah. Hey, shalom to the elder. Sagala, shalom,
shalom.
Adaron, Ratazai, seen in a few elder. Shalom.
This is the book of Psalm chapter 119, verse 1, and it reads,
Yep.
"Blessed are the undefiled in the way who walk in that walk in the law of Yahweh."
Right, and how are you undefiled? All right, by ultimately not taking part in these philosophies. I go to book of Revelation. I'm sorry, but go book of Revelation 14. All right, because
start at
let's start verse 1. We're gonna read down. But ultimately, being undefiled is not taking part in man-made doctrine. Okay, and and not taking part in today what you'll call the American values. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 1. "And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion,
which is Yahweh Shai,
and with him 144,000, having his father's name written in their foreheads."
Right. I'm gonna grab that. Hold that right there. I'm gonna grab it for the lamb. All right. This is the book of John. Just to prove real quick that the lamb is Yahweh Shai. This is the book of John, chapter 1, in verse 36, and it reads, and looking upon Yahushua as he walked it, he said, behold, the Lamb of God, the Lamb of Yahweh. You know, I'll make that quick point that that's the Lamb. All right, that Yahushua is the Lamb. You got it.
And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as though were a new song before the throne, before the four beasts.
And that new song goes into what we're doing now, man. All right, because singing this song is not new, but the truth has been, gone. The truth has not been flourishing, for as it says, for
a long time.
Yeah, for 350 years. But from 1969 to and really 2007, because it went all the way global by the way of the unicorn, which is the internet. You got it.
And then they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins.
These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. So how in the hell can you say anything about a man that's once again showing a pattern of good works, teaching according to the name, right? And taking it from there. Like what really can you say? All right. Now, as far as you nitpicking, then that's one thing. As we just grabbed real quick, go to the book of Psalms 143, right? Because as we just grabbed, can't nobody really be, justified if it was going according to the law. But what happens is a man has already been preordained. The book of Ephesians 1, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, shalom to the brother Yeshaya, shalom, Yahushua, the right, shalom. And the elder got a precept. The book of Baruch, chapter 5, verse 1. Put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, and put on the comeliness of the glory that cometh from Yahweh forever. Cast about thee a double garment of righteousness, which cometh from Yahweh, and set a diadem on thine head of the glory of everlasting. It goes into what the truth, man. All right, because the truth is what is give us comfort. The book of Psalms 143, and should be what we just grabbed is.
We just grabbed. Hold on,
it's either 2 or 3. All right.
Yeah.
You got it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 143, verse 2, and it reads, enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified.
All right, and this is a Psalm of David, correct?
God.
Right? Yes. So it's a Psalm of David, and David says, what, enter into not y'all servant judgment, right?
And enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified.
Right. So technically, no man could be justified because all men had went off. All right. Yahweh shot when he was Adam, when he was Solomon. Okay. So ultimately, if you don't do that tick for tat, really, we can call out each other all day long, but it's a man teaching according to the precepts, man. That's all. I mean, I don't know what more you could say after that. And go back to the book of Revelation. Yeah, I think left at verse 4, correct?
Yes.
Yep. You got it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, verse 4, and it reads, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto the power and to the Lamb.
Right, because ultimately they was not defiled with, that women, everything, most times speaks of what dark sayings, parables, similitudes, the book of Hosea 12 and 10. Go to the book of 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 1. You see 1 Corinthians and 2 Corinthians, where it says, start at verse 1, Bible sure.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, and it reads, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Hamashiach. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things, and keep the ordinances as I deliver them to you. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Hamashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Hamashiach is the power.
Hold on 1 second, I'll make sure. Salakia, go to 2 Corinthians 11. Salakia.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, and it reads, would to power ye could, would to the power ye could bear with me, a little in my folly, and indeed bear with me. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy,
Right, that zeal.
for I have expounded you to one husband, and I may present you as a chastened virgin to Hamashiach.
Right, being clean through what? By having this correct understanding of the scriptures. All right, because ultimately we are married unto Yahweh Shai. You know, so because we that bride. When you go to the book of Jeremiah 6 and verse 2, it says Jerusalem is a comely and delicate woman. Okay, you got it.
But I fear lest by any means, as a serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety.
Which you understand, serpent real quick is the wicked, is Esau, Edom.
So your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach.
Right, be corrupted with what? These other wayward doctrines, man. As it says, be not true and tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine. All right, so ultimately, we put off what, as the elder just put on, the book of Baruch chapter 5 and verse Shalakia. See if I can grab it real quick again. Book of Baruch 5 and verse 1, put off, O Jerusalem, the garment of mourning and affliction, put on the comeliness of the glory that comes from Yahweh forever. All right. So ultimately, now we put off what? That weak nature ultimately, as it says in the scriptures. Okay. We're not leaning upon the ways of America anymore, man. Okay. Yep. There's a little bit more in that.
This book is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4, and it reads, For if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached.
Right. And when has a brother done that, man? Okay. We're still teaching according to the precepts, teaching according to the doctrine. To the point where no one really, they can never say that we're not teaching according to the precepts, man. All right. They can't say that we're going off on doctrine. They can't. And if they did, they'd be slandering, which is very dangerous. Right. So really, so at this point, once again, you nitpicking. And according to the book of Psalms 143, verse 2, King David himself said what? Enter and not in judgment, with your servant, loosely paraphrasing. You got it.
Whom we have not preached, or if he receive another spirit which ye have not received, or another gospel which ye have not accepted, ye might bear well with
him. So ultimately, if you taking heed into whatever doctrine is out there, all right, even if it's another camp, but they teaching something way off, and you're not rebuking it, then go right along with it, man. Because it says, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's go back to the book of Psalms 119. Okay, let's see what's up right here. Hey, yep, from the elder. Psalms. Matter of fact, you can go to my page and grab a psalm for me.
Psalm where?
Yeah, you just grab the precepts off of that. And so the phone right here is slowing up, whatever. Should be Psalms 130.
Got you. This is Psalm 130 from the brother Sakalah.
Yep.
Verse 3, and it reads, If thou, Adawan Yahweh, shouldest mark iniquities, O Adawan, who shall stand?
You got it.
That's just going to what we were talking about earlier, how our righteousness is as filthy rags. So if the Lord were to strike you down immediately for sins, who could stand? No one will be able to stand because everyone goes off.
Yeah.
Just like we talked about earlier, Yahweh Shai, as when it was Adam, when it was Solomon, he went off, King David went off, everyone is going off. So no one's perfect. No one's here. No one's a perfect man.
That's right. You got it.
This is Romans 8 and 5 through 7, and it reads, For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit do the mind the things of the spirit. So it's going to the fact that if you're a carnal minded man, you just think carnally. You don't think with your spirit. You can't deep dive and use your spirit to really figure something out. You're going to just think as a man in the world would think.
Hey, real quick, 144, the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't make that up, man. It's 144. Hey, call like Yahweh Bashim.
Call up Yahweh Bashim outside.
You can't make this up. You got it.
And then on the contrary, if you're a spiritual man, you're going to think spiritually instead of carnally. For it to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. So if you are a carnal man, if you are a man in this world, it's death. Because if you're walking around the dead. It's like it says, if you wander away from this understanding, you are in the congregation of the dead, because you don't have this understanding, and this understanding is life. So if you're a spiritual man, you will have to have this understanding, which again would bring you back to life, because life is water, it's life. This is Romans 8:7. It reads, because a carnal mind is enmity against the power, was enmity, it's like I pronounce it wrong all the time, is hate to the Lord. So it's like you saying you hate the Lord, basically. That's what it means to have a carnal mind and be in the flesh. For it is not subject to the law of the power, neither indeed can be. So a carnal man is not subject to the law of the power. It's not the spirit. You don't have the spirit of the Lord on you, and it's not. That's not of the spirit of the Lord. This is what it is, plain and simple. This is from the brother Yahushua the righteous. This precept from Matthew 7:1-2.
Yeah, that's brother Shire.
The brother Yeshaya.
Yep.
Judge not that ye be not judged. Again, this is like being like I did a lesson earlier this week talking about the way that heavier matters of the law. So if you're going to judge, you have to do it correctly, with righteousness in the spirit. You got to be in the spirit. So if you're just out here judging off someone's appearance or not really getting to understand the whole situation, you need to hope that the Lord has mercy on you, because just like you're judging these men, the Lord is going to judge you for the same.
That's beautiful. I'm glad it's real quick. All right, I'm just let back with you on that one. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 11 and verse 7. Okay. And it reads, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Hey, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. All right. So you're supposed to examine, man. And you're supposed to get the whole, as they say in the world,
loaf.
Yeah, and the whole background before you even open up your mouth, man.
Come.
All right, because what we don't want to do is offend and slander, man. Okay, you got it.
Come. For with that judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with that measure you meet, the measure it shall measure you. Again, just going into the fact again, like the way you are out here, like with the saying in the world is what goes around come around.
Right.
So just like if you judging people unrighteously, and you're not really having the heavier matters of law, and you're not getting the whole understanding, the Lord doesn't have to have mercy on you. He may judge you in the same way as well. This is from the brother Ariel, Romans, Ariel Salaki, Romans 3:23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of the power, and that's a plain cut simple precept. Like
real quick, even Moses, when they was at the water, and then Moses said, "Well, I gave you this water," and then the Most High says, "What? Now you're not going to go into to the land of Jerusalem." All right, so so ultimately all had come short, man. Every last one of us. Apostle Paul said, "What? I'm the chief of sinners." Okay, you got it.
Come
on. What else in there?
Romans 5:8. But the power commandment us to love his love toward us, and that while we were yet sinners, Hamashiach died for us.
Right, and starting off with who? The elect, man. Okay, and then it gonna finger on down onto the whole nation of Israel. All right, because once again, the whole nation at one point, well, even right now, being these bodies, we still going off. All right. But ultimately, it's because what you get saved by what? Being preordained already, man. Okay, because within the elect nation, you have an elect within the elect nation, which is 144,000. All right, and real quick, last one. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Go to the book of Psalms 119. Go to the book of Psalms 119, and I'm gonna start it, and we start at verse 164. This
is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 164. 7 times a day do I praise thee, because of thy righteous judgments. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them.
And nothing shall offend them, all right? Because ultimately we follow the ways of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai, man. Okay? So them that are really following Yahweh or Yahweh Shai righteously, then then ultimately what? You're not gonna be offended. Go ahead.
Adonai Yahweh, I have hope for thy salvation and done thy commandments.
Have hope for thy salvation, because only Yahweh Shai can save us. All right.
My soul have kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I've kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee.
We kept the precepts, for all the ways are before thee. All right. Because ultimately we are, as it says in the book of Revelation 14, we followed the Lamb whithersoever he went. All right, so we kept the we kept the precepts. All right, can't no man say that we're not teaching according to we're not teaching the correct doctrine. We're going through the precepts. All right. What else? Just read that one more time.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 168, and it reads, I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee.
Yep. So ultimately, We show what a pattern of good works. Okay. We taught we taught correct doctrine according to the precepts, Psalm 119 and 104. Through our precepts, get understanding. Okay. So really, who really could say something? Anything, anything more than that is pretty much slander, man. As we started off with it, you're trying to seek a more exalted seat in the parable, the book of Luke chapter 14 verse 7, 8, and 9 and 10. All right. Hey, so with that, I'm gonna end it there. All right, through the Spirit. Oh, okay, con. Yeah, from Bit Bro, Ariel, Sirach 17 and 25. You can grab that right here.
I got you.
Yeah. Sirach 17 verse 25. Return unto the Yahweh out of one and forsake thy sins. Ooh. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. That's what it's about, offending less, man. All right. Not continue to do the same, bullshit that over and over again, man. Behold, from the brother. Okay, you got
it's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 11. Behold, I come quickly, that hold that fast which thou hast, that no man can take thy crown. Right,
that's truth, man. Hey, once you come into it, don't let nobody, sway your judgment. All right, that's why you got to become more rooted. Go ahead.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, Salaki.
You good?
This is from the brother Hananiah. This is what 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 18, and it reads, "If the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?"
They not. They're gonna be what as they say, decimated, man, destroyed. The righteous is scarcely gonna be saved, man. Okay. All right, you got it.
That's it.
That's it.
Where's my stuff's not updated?
Okay, con. All right. And shalom to the brother Yahawada. Shalom. Hey, shalom to the brother Mayaka Allah. Shalom Malak. All right, spending our truth. Shalom King. All right. Yeah. Hey, so with that, we're gonna end it there through the Spirit. Hey, shalom to the brother Hananiah. Shalom. Shalom to all you Malakium. All right, we'll end it there. All right, and we'll give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Hey, honors be to the elect elders of the nation of Israel that teach with all truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, Akim, your hopeful elect, that push your truth, all truth, sincerity. Shalom to sincere believers. Shalom to sincere Aqua. Shalom, Brakathum, and as always, Abad, Babal. Shalom, Kings.
I don't know what it is. I just